Hey guys, and welcome back to the X-Files. This episode is called The Field Where I Died, which sounds so epically mysterious and wonderful. So it's just got me excited and ready for this episode. Let's go.
At times I almost dream. I too have spent a life the sage's way, and tread once more familiar paths. Instinct with better light let in by death, that life was blotted out not so completely, but scattered wrecks enough of it to remain dim memories.
That's beautiful.
As now, one seems once more the goal in sight again.
What's he up to? Is that his... No, I was going to say, is that his parents? But those photos are way too old. I can't figure that out. I'm so curious. Maybe that is his grandparents? Or maybe he's just in some sort of poetry improv club for a hobby. Whoa.
We have warrants to search for the possession of illegal firearms.
Oh, there's so many people here. Is it a cult?
They took the Feeson off.
He's somewhere on the compound.
There's no sign of the weapons. They've hid them somewhere.
Ooh.
Where haven't we come?
He recognizes that place.
Mulder! Mulder! Mulder? Mulder, where are you going?
That's where he was. That's where he was just before. That was a dream. That was his dream.
I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore.
Oh, that's so beautiful there.
My God.
No way.
No!
Oh!
Okay.
Can you tell me your name, sir?
Call me Sidney Vernon. He's heard the little kids around here with the guns. My God. God, I can't talk no more. I got...
This call capped off an 18-month BATF investigation of the Temple of the Seven Stars. The Sydney call convinced the Attorney General to give the go-ahead for this morning's raid.
I mean, our man Spooky found a Feeson in a bunker. ATF didn't even know it was there.
How do you know?
Garbage. Illegal activities were going on at the Seven Stars compound. Feeson and his wives are being held on, frankly, BS charges of possession of dangerous chemicals. They'll be out of here in less than 24 hours if we cannot charge them. Agents on site will continue to search for evidence of illegal firearms. And even more critical, find the informant, Sydney.
Put Mulder on the case. He'll find
Mulder,
something.
Agent Scully. Ephesian had 6 women on the verge of suicide. My concern is that the temple members are released. Any subsequent federal investigation will ignite Ephesian's paranoia to such a degree that we won't have another Waco on our hands. We'll have Jonestown.
I knew you were coming. It was written in the revelation of Jesus Christ. And the members are not a reincarnation of the church.
Are you?
Oh, yes, I was present to hear Apostle John Mark deliver his message of the apocalypse. I don't need you to believe or even like me. But just for a moment, I'd like you to put aside your investigation for your own souls. All unfaithfuls, all disbelievers, all will be destroyed by God's mighty men. It is what has been told by God will happen. It is what has been told by God we must do.
Skinner said no one else has come up with anything. The compound remains under federal control, though. Our time is flying. We've got 6 wives to question.
Let's start with her.
Oh, does he feel a connection with her?
My name is Melissa Riedel Ephesian. I'm 25.
How long have you been married to Ephesian?
A year.
I'd have a tough time if my husband had so many children with other women. Do you have a child by Vernon?
Someday. Vernon has to wait until God tells him when the right soul is ready to be reincarnated. That's why Vernon's children are the most sacred members of the temple.
We were told that Vernon's been hurting the children.
I don't know where you two are getting that from. I mean, I saw a couple things. I mean...
Melissa?
Melissa?
That's
No,
someone else.
I don't know nobody called that.
Sydney?
What is this? By that name.
Whoa.
I saw a couple things.
Sydney, can you tell me who the President of the United States is right now?
What the hell kind of dumb question is that? Harry Truman.
You're claiming Sydney as her past life just because she mentioned Joe McCarthy.
It's not just that. Somehow I just knew.
Oh, yep. He's got a weird connection to this person. Or Sydney. Maybe the guy in the photo was Sydney.
Ephesian and his wives are being arraigned tomorrow morning. That's about 15 hours to come up with something.
come up with something. We found Sydney.
Melissa Riedel is not cooperating.
But there is a personality within her that wants to. I suggest we take her back to the compound. Maybe exposing her to that environment without Ephesian present will somehow enable Melissa to talk, or a personality inside her. Sydney appeared when we mentioned that children had been abused.
If Melissa has multiple personalities, would her testimony even be admissible? Do it.
Oh, nice.
You didn't even have the courage to tell Skinner what you really believe. That Melissa Riedel is being invaded by her past life incarnations.
Because he wouldn't believe me.
I don't believe that you feel responsible for those 50 lives. Or Melissa Riedel. You are only responsible to yourself, Mulder.
But honestly, I think Mulder is onto something.
We know that events occurred here that may be painful. But to help the others, to help the children, and to help yourself, we're here with you to listen to Melissa, to Sydney, to whoever may need to talk.
Was that her wedding day?
Melissa,
Why you call me that?
what should I call you?
Lily.
Were any of your friends hurt in this room?
Can you do this?
Melissa, Lily.
She's just a kid, this personality.
Look,
Sydney.
leave the kid alone.
You can all be safe if you just tell us where they hid the guns.
Oh, he's gone again. Or maybe going towards where the guns are? That room where Mulder was... What? How is Mulder connected to this? Huh.
What's wrong?
He doesn't even know himself.
The weapons were placed in the bunker, which they had built the night before. The Federals would arrive in the morning just before the sun. Realizing the government's might and number, most believed they indeed would never again see the light of day. We had received word of General Claiborne's retreat from the Union Army. As a nurse, I had been ordered from Hamilton County to meet the troops, but in actuality, I was searching for him, knowing that he would attempt to remain in Tennessee rather than retreat to Dalton. I found him here, amongst the others who had been lost as General Thomas pushed through the Confederate line. The Federal troops would appear from that direction. Rather than retreat any further, they fought them, hiding us in the bunker. 26th of November, 1863. I was here. As were you. This is the field where I watched you die.
I believe, because otherwise Mulder wouldn't have this strange connection to that place. He knows it.
She wants to talk, Scully. It's a matter of getting it out of her.
No, it's about regressing her to a past life. Don't do this to her, Mulder. This poor woman's mind, her life is in shreds.
You were there, Scully. You saw it. You heard it. Why can't you feel it? How could I know about a bunker in a field where I've never been?
And why is it that Vernon Ephesian is reported by you a paranoid sociopath because he believes that he lived in Greece 100 years ago, and you're not, even though you believe you died in that field?
Oh, there's some tempers flaring today.
Here at the Temple of the Seven Stars, is there anything that happened that you thought was wrong?
There was a woman who came to the temple. She and her son had been living on the streets. Vernon took a liking to the boy, said that he was a prophet returning. He took the boy away from his mother. The mother's heart was broken. Liz sneaks in to see Scott. Oh, he was happy. She brings him a Butterfinger she stole from the kitchen. Vernon catches them and beat her in front of her son. Vernon pulls him by his hair and hit him. You're not a child of God. No, no.
Look at brilliant move. What do you want to know? Leave Melissa alone. She doesn't need to go to that anymore.
Where are the guns?
The bunkers, yeah. The Civil War bunkers, yeah. Vernon and his goons know, but I don't.
Maybe there's a map of the battlefield down in the records.
Melissa. It's me, Melissa. I want you to go back to the field.
Oh. She sees him. Oh, gosh.
Your eyes may have changed shade, but it cannot color the soul behind. It is so heartbreaking to wait. I miss you.
Were they married in that past life? Oh, this is intense.
Also, this is a product of her illness. There is nothing that we can use to prove that this is the truth.
There's one way.
Hypnotize Mulder.
Wouldn't you, Scully? Wouldn't anybody?
I want you to go into your past.
Yes. Mulder will know.
Ghetto streets, shattered glass, bodies of the dead. I'm a woman, Jewish woman. My son is with me. He is Samantha.
Samantha? I thought Samantha was your sister.
In this life, she is my son. This is my father. He's dead in the street. He is Scully. But now, he's waiting for us. Souls come back together.
Wow.
Different, but always together. Again and again, to learn. I can't go to my father. Gestapo is standing next to him. An officer. He is Cancer Man. Evil returns as evil. Souls mate. Eternal. My husband is taken away from me. He is Melissa. We're all taken away. I'm rising now. Rising now. High above. My body above the field. My face is bloody. My sergeant is also dead. He is Scully. Sarah holds me. She is sad. She is Melissa. Hamilton County. Her name is Kavanaugh. Sarah Kavanaugh. And my name is Sullivan Biddle. We will live again.
My God, that was incredible.
Mulder and Scully.
My soul's tired.
They have a county location that might help. Yep. Wow, that was honestly astounding. That was incredible. Biddle Sullivan. Wow. Oh no, it's gonna be the same two photos that Mulder had in the beginning. That's him. Kinda looks like Mulder, but doesn't. That is fascinating.
Early in the 4 years we'd been working together, an event occurred that suggested or somebody told you that we'd been friends together in other lifetimes. Always. Wouldn't it have changed some of the ways we looked at one another?
Even if I knew for certain, I wouldn't change a day. Maybe that fluke man thing, I could have lived without that just fine.
Yes.
I miss you. I don't believe in it.
Why?
Those tapes are saying that we chose the lives we lived before we were born.
Why would she choose that life?
It's a beautiful idea. I want to believe. And if I knew it were true, I'd want to start over. I'd want to end this pointless life.
Sarah, if it were true, no life would be pointless.
Oh, he feels such an intense connection with her. Yep, they're back. How would they find a bunker under the ground? It probably would be filled in, unless they have metal detectors or something.
But he hid the weapons.
Ephesian knew that he couldn't defeat us.
If he doesn't believe that he can defeat the devil's army, he may think that by denying himself and his followers to the devil, by denying himself, you understand? He will achieve for them the reward of life forevermore.
Marvel not, my brethren, that the world hate you. We know we've passed from death into life because we love the brethren.
No, I will not remove our people. We're close to finding the weapons.
Ephesians gathered all the temple members in the worship hall.
Hereby perceive we the love of God because he laid down his life for us.
Is he going to kill his people?
First epistle of John, chapter 3. He laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
That's probably full of poison.
That
Yes.
they may have the right.
Do they even know what's inside that drink?
That we are the truth.
Oh, God.
Contact with the temple?
Well, pull that contact.
Yep.
Right away.
Love it and make it a lie.
Oh, it's Sydney. Oh, Mulder.
You're dead!
They drunk the poison. They're all dead. That is so sad.
alive forevermore.
Oh, what? Did he not give her a poison one, but that one is poison? Oh, that would be absolutely shocking to walk in on. I couldn't even imagine. Awful.
At times I almost dream. I too have spent a life the sage's way, and tread once more familiar paths, the goal in sight again.
Beautiful. Beautifully done, wasn't it? It had so many different levels. I found it to be so artistic, so emotional, and covered so many different aspects as well. I loved the hypnosis and also learning about Mulder's past lives and his connection with Scully. He has been with her in 2 past lives that he mentioned, and now this current one. So it really depends. I really honestly don't think that Scully believes in that at all, but Mulder believes. He believes in it, and I love it. I love that so much, that they have always been connected. And not just Scully, but little Samantha and the smoking man as well. This was such a great episode. And the lady, Melissa, was amazing. Wasn't she incredible to take on those different personalities in such a beautifully realistic way? Also, Mulder, my goodness, the hypnosis scene was so moving, so tragic. It was so well done. There's a lot to like about this episode, and I really, really did like it a lot. I find it so interesting that this whole episode was about the past lives and connections with people from those lives into their current lives. And I personally haven't given a lot of thought to past lives, but if I have to say if I believe it or not, I mean, I would have to say that, I mean, probably, possibly. I am not totally sure, because I haven't had any indication that I've had a past life or anything like that. I'm pretty open-minded though, so I don't really mind what someone believes or what they don't believe, as long as nobody's hurting anyone. Then people should be free to believe whatever it is they would like. But it's very interesting here how I really don't think that Scully would believe in anything like that at all. But Mulder, I would say, yes, he would absolutely believe it. It was amazing for Mulder to say the name of the guy, Biddle, right? And then Scully goes and checks, and it's real. He was actually real. He was a real guy. It's just fascinating. This is such a great episode. It's left me thinking a lot. I've got my brain whirring around, and it's just such a really, really deep episode and emotional. And I feel so terrible about the complete and utter loss of life there at the end. So sad and so tragic. And I could not even imagine walking in on that room. It would be totally horrific and awful, and that has to be one of the saddest endings we've had in the X-Files so far, with the whole room. No, please, let's have the next episode be something a little more upbeat, huh? Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really cool, really well done. Looking forward to the next one already. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!